Hey, welcome to Dive Bar Comedy. I am Wild Joe. I'm here with GT.
Hey, Wild Joe. What's happening?
Having a good time. We had a fun show on my birthday, and now we're looking forward to a lot of shows here coming up in July. We've got a few shows in July.
Yeah, summer is here, and we got July 28th at Scarlet Lady Saloon in Culver City. It's a new bar. It has a stage, and it's on Sepulveda. You should check it out, Scarlet Lady Saloon. It's going to be on a Sunday. It starts at 9 p.m. It's going to be a whole new crowd. And once again, it's a dive bar.
Oh, but we have some shows before that. That's the last show of July. We also have Liquid Zoo and Lotus Lounge, two of our favorite places, right?
Yeah, Lotus Lounge on July 9th. That one is on a Tuesday. It starts at 9 p.m. And then we also have the last Thursday of the month at the Liquid Zoo. That's coming up as well.
You still got to hang your sign, GT. Why haven't you hung up your banner yet?
Just been too busy. I haven't had the chance. Plus, that thing is made out of concrete. You can't just go up there and put it up. You got to use special tools.
Well, if anybody has special tools, it's you, GT. Got very special tools.
Yeah, I do have special tools. I remember I used to live the comedian lifestyle, with my special tool.
I don't think many comedians are living such a great lifestyle, honestly. A lot of them are in their cars, and a lot of them are not using their special tool very often. Let's just say that. But that's good if you got to use your special tool when you're a wild and free comedian.
Well, comedians, they have some sort of a lifestyle where they're out late every single night, and they're out partying. They're on tour. They're on. They have this rock star lifestyle.
I wouldn't really say that. They're out late, but they're usually working. They're doing shows, so it's not really as fun as it might seem. The rock star part is being on stage, and like you mentioned, all the women that throw their panties at you. That must have been really fun whenever that happened in your dreams, because that doesn't happen in real life. But yeah, working at night, staying up night actually cuts your social life. You can't really socialize when you're out at night doing comedy. You can't really be out partying because you're always busy doing comedy. But it is fun. It is a party. It's a party every time. It's just as fun for us. Maybe more fun for the people that just get to go there and drink and watch us, though. So come to one of our shows and get drunk and say hello.
Yeah, we've been house hunting in L.A., and it's really expensive. And, we even checked out Glendale, where all the Armenians live.
It seems like there's something wrong with every house. There's that one in Glendale was so cute, so charming. It's 100 years old, but if you put a marble on the floor, it would roll down to one side. It's definitely on a tilt. It's a cute house, but it's on a tilt. So I don't know. It sounds like the foundation, or it looks like the foundation is sinking. I don't know if that's a major problem.
Yeah, we've been house hunting, and we checked out a few places, and one of them was in Glendale, and it was right next to a cemetery. It's kind of scary, don't you think?
Yeah, if you're superstitious, it could definitely be scary. But yeah, we are looking for a place to possibly rent out, either Airbnb furnished or as a normal rental where they stay in it long term and provide their own furniture. But I read an article recently that investor-owned homes, meaning rentals, people that buy the home as a rental, is taking up 20% of the starter home market, which is what we're looking at as starter homes. So we would be one of those assholes that is taking away the starter homes from people that actually want to live in the house. But in this article, they named a few places in the country, including Oakland, California, and Ventura, California, where only 5% of the homes are owned by investors. And I thought that might be a good place to look for a property.
Yeah, that place in Ventura could be a good one because that's the place we got married, in Ventura. And it'll be a good vacation rental spot. Sometimes we can go there on our anniversary.
Yeah, it was right by the beach. This place was amazing. It was right next to the beach. I mean, there's the PCH that runs, people that are not from California. The PCH runs along the beach all the way up and down the coast. And this house was in a darling little neighborhood right across from the PCH. So you had to get across the PCH. That was the only problem, where you have to walk to like a tunnel that goes under the freeway to get to the beach. But it was only a quarter-mile walk. So I thought, that could be really convenient for people that want to be on vacation.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of fires and all kinds of natural disasters that come through that area. So I'm not too sure. What was that city called anyways?
Well, I decided to visit. I went out to, it was listed as Ventura, California. That's where I did my search. I went out there. It's an hour and a half drive from L.A., got all the way to the beach. Beautiful, cute little neighborhood right on the other side of the PCH. The house was cute, only $500,000, which I'm like, wow, right across the street from the beach for $500,000 in California. That's about as good a deal as you could find. But the real estate agent, and it was close to nature. It's kind of like there's a hill on one side and then the PCH on the other side and then a little neighborhood in between. And but then the real estate agent mentioned that there was a mudslide that had occurred there in 1995 that had wiped out the homes across the street. There used to be homes across the street, and now it was just like a hill with some grass.
Yeah, something that it's good for surfers, I guess, and people who don't mind getting killed.
Well, yeah, I looked it up online, and the county, this place is called La Conchita. I'd never heard of it. The beach is called La Conchita. There's only 300 homes there, and the county had considered moving everyone out of the area, paying for them to all move, because they said no reasonable person would live there. And in 95, there was a mudslide. The real estate agent didn't mention this to me until the very end of our tour. I don't even think she was going to mention it at all. The only reason she even said anything is because I was asking a lot of questions, like, is there anything wrong with this house? And she's like, oh, well, there'll be an inspection. It is La Conchita, but I don't know what La Conchita is.
Yeah, I'm just like, I honestly don't think we should go there. I think we should just stay in Hollywood, where the scene is, where everything's at, and just buy something in Hollywood.
Well, yeah, you got to have at least $1 million to live in Hollywood. Even these condos over here in Los Feliz, I was checking out, are $800,000 plus. You pay $800 a month for a homeowner association fee, but and that's just to live in a studio, basically a studio apartment. But yeah. Once I looked up this La Conchita incident, you guys can find it on Wikipedia. 10 people died. That's as many probably as the Northridge earthquakes, and they were buried in 30 feet of mud. Can you imagine your house getting buried in 30 feet of mud? The whole mountain just fell down on top of them. Like, you don't know what's underneath that mountain. Obviously, it's just mud. But imagine trying to being buried under 30 feet of mud and trying to dig yourself out of that. Ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen, folks.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to buy a house in Wakanchita. How do you say that? Wakanchita? We don't want to buy a house over there. Stop going out to, like, the boonies. It's like you're going out. It's a fire pit, landslides. What else? Water, ocean water coming in. I just don't want to deal with BS. And then there's earthquakes, and I'm just done. I'd rather just sit on my ass.
Yeah. It's probably better just to invest in stocks than to invest in one of these properties because they're so expensive. There's really nothing that you can buy for under $1 million that doesn't have some major problem. I mean, like everyone's dad said, like my dad said, everyone else's dad says, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah, it's too good to be true. And for $500,000 by the beach, it was just too good to be true. So let's move on. Find another spot.
All right. Well, maybe we'll update you when we finally find something, or maybe we'll just give up and blow all our money on cocaine. But anyway, here's the show. Dive Bar Comedy. We got some great comics, as always, and funny interviews. So check us out. Hey, ladies. You want some hot deals on sexy styles? Check out everydaysweetheart.com for everyday great deals on cute and sexy outfits. Clubwear, mini dresses, leggings, sexy lingerie. And guys, feel free to stop by too and find something hot for the girl of your dreams. That's everydaysweetheart.com. And for 10% off, use the friend code TAKE10. That's TAKE10. Thanks a lot.
We're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. It's Travis Grossi here.
What's up? Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm Wild Joe.
This is GT.
On the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast.
Yep.
So is this your first time on GT's Comedy Jam, Travis?
It is. Yeah, I'm excited.
So I found out about you through Flappers, and you perform at Flappers a lot. How often do you do a lot of shows there?
Yeah, I've done a couple. Do a lot of open mics, as you know. They have a bunch of those. But yeah, I've done a couple in the small room and one in the big room. I did the Uncle Clyde's comedy contest.
What does that even mean?
I don't know who Uncle Clyde is, but it's like a monthly comedy contest, and then if you win, you advance, and I got to like the semifinals. So that was exciting.
And it's just regular stand-up.
Yeah. I won $100. So
Wow.
that was awesome.
It's just the semifinals. You won $100.
I won $100 the first round, and then I think I won like drinks or something, and then I lost.
What's the big prize?
I have no idea. Now that I was just saying that, I
It's
think
more than $100.
Yeah. I think a paid spot on like a Friday or Saturday night. So whatever they pay.
Probably $12.
I know, probably.
So where are you from originally?
I grew up outside of Chicago, and I've been in LA for about 3 years.
Did you start off doing comedy over there or in Chicago?
No,
Over there or in LA?
Yeah, no, I grew up in Chicago, and I have a weird story. I went to school in Paris, France, and then I lived in South Korea and China and New York. And so I started doing comedy a little bit in New York, a little bit in China, a little bit in South Korea, but mostly here.
How was the English speaking in China and South Korea?
There's definitely a big expat community, so that's what the stand-up in the improv.
Shanghai?
Yeah, that's where I was. Yeah.
I went to China on a tour. I went all around.
Yeah?
And
What'd you think?
well, I was amazed by, this sounds dumb, but I was amazed by how many Chinese people were there.
There's a lot. There's like 1 million.
No, but not
Turns
only
out.
that, but it's like all,
Yeah.
monoculture or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all Chinese people. Like,
Yeah.
there's no variety. I was the only white person.
Yeah.
I went there with my friend who's Vietnamese American, who I guess passes enough for Chinese
Totally.
that sometimes they would try to talk to her.
And you have blonde hair. Were they like freaked out, like loving that? I feel like no.
Well, they just didn't. Nobody talked to me because But I leading up to it, I had the trip planned for a long time. If I ever met a Chinese person that lived in China, I would say, "Oh, I'm going to China," and I would get their email. So I had like 2 friends.
Oh, that's cool.
So when I got there, I had a couple people that took us to karaoke bars and showed us kind of like the insider China.
And you liked it?
It was super fun. I loved it. I mean, I definitely wouldn't fit in there.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'd move there. But Shanghai had, an expat community, like you said. And even like the Chinese ladies or girls there, they were like trying to be cool. They were speaking English, even though they didn't need to be, like in the bathroom.
Right.
And trying to like be like Americanized or something. But
Yeah.
that was the one place that was a little different. We were smoking weed on the street, walking down the street.
That's
I said,
brave.
"Is this allowed?" And
No.
they said, "You know what? They don't care. The government doesn't care about anything. You can grow weed. You can drive around with no seatbelt. You can have like scooters with
people falling off the back. It doesn't matter as long as you don't say anything bad against the government.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And if you do get caught, you just bribe your way out of it because everyone's so corrupt. It's crazy. I mean, I had no idea what it was like before I moved there. And yeah, it's a like full-on police state. I mean...
How long were you there?
2 years, 2.5 years. Yeah, a long time.
Well, why? What were you doing there?
I was teaching English.
You just wanted an experience.
Yeah, I had actually gotten into the foreign service. It's a longer story. But I went there originally to learn Mandarin. And I did not learn Mandarin, but...
1、2、3、4.
Yeah. 1、2、3、4. Ooh. Yeah. See? I was horrible. I was there for 2.5 years. I can't even count to 10. I could if I was gun to my head, but yeah. It's nuts. It was nuts.
What's the pay like? Did you get paid well?
Yeah, I paid extremely well, yeah. I worked for Disney, actually, randomly. They have like a whole chain of English schools to basically indoctrinate consumers because they can't have, like, the Chinese government limits the amount of English foreign films in
Why
the
don't they
country.
just overdub? It's all cartoons. They could just overdub Chinese.
Well, because they only allow like 3 or 4, a certain number of releases a year. So this
Even
was,
if they make it Chinese overdubbed on top of the cartoon?
Yeah. So there's a way to like get like basically brand recognition. It's nuts. But also English is a huge, like, I don't even know, $1 billion industry or whatever. So, but yeah, it was cool. I had like a maid and a cook and like I lived like a king and I was just an asshole like 30-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're all moving to China now.
Yeah.
So, what's the longest set you could do? Can you do like a 7-minute set? Or is it like, are you just used to doing 3-minute sets?
No, I have 7 minutes. I'm working on 10. I have a 10-minute show in August. And I want to be good at the Ice House in Pasadena. Probably 10 is my limit right now. I'm working towards 15 to have like a nice 15. But feel good about 7. Feel fine about 5. 3, I feel like is so limiting for me.
What do you usually talk about? Do you talk about women? Do you talk about guys? Do you talk about girls?
Well, we're going to find out.
Do you talk about what do you usually talk about? Do you talk about what you think?
I talk about being bald. Talk about being gay. Talk ta-da. For the folks at home, just lifted up GT's hat. Baldy. Fellow Baldy. So there's a lot there. Talk about my family who are crazy. That's pretty much it right now. Dogs, I dog sit.
They have gay people in China?
No, it's illegal.
Wow.
Yeah, so there are none. Just kidding. There's so many, yes.
What's the strangest thing you ate in China?
Did you eat those crickets on a stick?
Sure did. I was about to say chocolate-covered crickets. Yeah, it was crunchy, salty.
I passed them on the street at this vending place, and we said, if we see him again, we're going to get him. But we never saw him again on our trip. But they have live, like, crickets and different kinds of scorpion-looking things, and that they take them and they put them straight into the fryer, deep fry them while alive, and then you eat them just fresh.
Crispy.
How was it?
It was crispy. It was salty. I don't know. It didn't taste like... I was
So it was good?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, like, crave it. But we were drinking. It was like 2 a.m, so it was like, let's eat crickets. In Korea, they have dog. They cook dog.
Have you tried it?
Which is crazy.
You tried dog?
I did not try it on purpose, although I think I might have been served it.
Probably every time you got stir
What was it
fried.
like?
Right.
What was it like? What did it taste
People
like?
say I didn't go seek it out, but my friends that did said it was chewy and kind of tasted like chicken, which is everyone's description of any meat ever. I feel like it tastes like chicken.
Well, it must be white meat, I guess.
Right?
I don't
But
know.
the saddest is they had, so let's take a turn on the podcast. They have like the meat market. So you go and there's like chickens and pigs and then there's dogs. Like,
live dogs.
Yeah, in cages.
Yeah, I noticed
Just
that
like
they
golden
kill.
retrievers.
They sell their meat live.
Yeah.
You go to buy meat. It's a live animal.
What kind of dogs?
like pet, like labs and like
Labs
shepherds.
are the most favorite ones, or what?
I don't know what the most.
Just regular dogs. He's
Just
saying.
like or like I don't know, mungy street dogs.
Pit bulls.
I didn't see a lot of pit bulls.
Oh, you don't want your dinner to bite you back. Okay, but here's the thing. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but we euthanize in the U.S. so many animals. It's like, who's to say what's the best way of dealing with all these extra dogs? I mean,
Pigs are smarter than dogs.
Yeah, in Jamaica, I went to Jamaica, the dogs form street gangs and, like, come after you, like, ready to kill you. And I'm like, well, that's kind of fucked up. They let their dogs just rule the streets. But on the other hand, we kill all of our extra dogs. We just don't talk about it. And we poison them so nobody can even eat them. So maybe it's better just to eat them.
Right? I don't know. It's meals left.
We don't even feed them to cows or
Or people who are hungry.
Whoever.
Right.
Anyway.
Eat dogs is what we're saying, I think.
Okay.
Moral of this.
I don't want to end on that note, but...
Let's not.
All right, Travis, what's your social media?
It's at Travis.Grossi on Instagram and Travis Grossi, Grossi, on Twitter.
Okay.
Awesome.
Hey, man, thanks for coming through.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
LA residents, are you tired of slippery floors? Are you afraid you might slip on your tile? Well, check out tightgripla.com. It's a local business coming out, surveying your floors, and treating it with a non-slip solution, a semi-permanent non-slip solution that will keep your floors safe, whether in the rain outdoors or indoors in the kitchen or bathroom areas that sometimes get wet and very slippery. So if you want safer floors and to not get injured while you're just walking around, check out tightgripla.com.
You guys ready for the next comedian coming to the stage? I said you ready for the next comedian coming to the stage? That's right, we got the class of godson. I don't know if he's Italian, Puerto Rican, or Spanish, but the chief God is coming up, and I want you to give a nice, beautiful, liquid zoo round of applause for Mr. Travis Grossi.
Thank you. Awesome. I used to be a second grade teacher for a long time on the East Coast, and now I'm a substitute because things are going great. And I was in a first grade classroom the other week, and these girls were talking about their spirit animals. Because Los Angeles. And this one girl was like, my spirit animal is a pony. And her friend was like, my spirit animal is a panda. And then they turned to me and were like, Mr. Grossi, what's your spirit animal? Because I am a good teacher who answers questions with questions. And I said, I don't know. What do you think my spirit animal is? And this little girl looked me right in my soul and said, I know. It's a bald eagle. 6 years old, first grade. Like Clara and like caw bitch. I go to beard recently and see if I can still grow hair, and it worked. I went out of town for a couple weeks. I just didn't feel like shaving. When I got back, my friends started saying things like, "You look so good now," and that looks so much better than before. Like before, when you could see my face? Not a compliment, really? That's like saying you look amazing in that burqa. So that works. Really? My name is Travis, which means at a crossroads. If you did not know, I did not know that. My mom told that. At a crossroads. So, Jesus, can I please spare the one to abortion? How excited were you about having me? At a crossroads. Why don't you start deep exhale on the birth certificate? Crossroads. I did that the other night after the show. I was like, my name's Travis too. I googled it. It does mean at a crossroads, but it also means it comes from like traverse and traveler. And so like it's the guy that took the money for travelers before they crossed the bridge. And I was like, you mean troll? That's a bridge troll. It's not great. I got feedback on my set the other night from a booker at a club. He said I should come out as gay earlier in the set. He said it was jarring when I do it in the middle. So, sorry about that. But I feel like I come out when I start talking about anything. Really. Like in my head, when I open my mouth, jazz hands fall out. That's what I hear. But I apologize if you're jarred. People are surprised. My parents were surprised. Even though there were a lot of clues. I came out at 17, but I had been passionate about the contouring since 7. Hey, like I didn't know what gay was, but I was gay for the time. I love that thing. And I love picturing my parents just like peeking out the kitchen window and seeing that front yard, just like throwing it out, catching the splits and being like, "You're just gonna make some lucky lady." So happy that that's a choreographer, Mom. So many clues. I was 8. We took a family trip out to San Francisco. My parents were like, "What do you want to do?" I'm you get there, you want to go see Alcatraz? I was like, no. Like, you want to go see the Full House Street? I knew what I wanted to do. And that was a cartwheel across the Golden Gate Bridge. Is there a gayer sentence? Is there a cartwheel across the Golden Gate Bridge? Like, I didn't know what I thought would happen when I got to the big side. Like, they would let me stay. You're like, cartwheeling the Castro kids, I don't know what to do and do. So many clothes. I was in the musicals, obviously. I came out at 17, it was the night before senior year of high school. Gone away for the whole summer before I told one friend. And when I got back, she called me and was like, hey, I don't know what happened, but everyone knows. Like, you don't know what happened? Gina? I know what happened. I told everyone. So it was fine. Went to my parents' room and sat on the edge of the bed and was like, hey guys, man, like, this is jarring. And something is let's take a tour around my room, shall we? So above my bed is a framed Titanic poster. It's real. On this wall is a framed poster from the musical Cats. On this wall is a framed poster from the musical Les Mis. It's like the holy trinity of gay. Every night I was in there just like, and then Titanic, Cats, Les Mis. How do you not know? Come on. I came out at 17 and I went bald at 19. Direct correlation there. Because one of the first things I did after coming out, just like, the cell, speaking my truth, was frost my tips. Each one. My hair was like, if this is what you're doing with this information, absolutely not. Shut it down. Operation Bald Eagle, go, go, go! Alright, thanks guys. My name is Travis Grossi. Right. Wow. First round of applause is Travis Grossi. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. By the way, I do support the LGBTQ community. Cis, LGBTQ, cis, RSQ, LWZ. Community? That's right, everybody in between. So all y'all in there. Y'all don't know that shit.
Hey guys, you need a party tent, you need a commercial tent, you need a tent because you have no garage? Well, log on to webtentsale.com, WEBTENTSALE.com, and check out our site. This site is designed for commercial tents, party tents, and anything but camping tents. So if you need a tent because you have a party and you will need to buy it instead of renting it all the time, you're tired of throwing your money down the drain, well, go to our website, webtentsale.com, and check it out and order your tent right now.
Hey guys, GT.
This is Wild Joe from the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast with Caroline Langford, our favorite English woman. We've been talking without recording for the last 5 minutes.
Yes, well, now do I have to do another take or can we just carry on?
We'll just carry on. We'll just talk about whatever. We were talking about Thomas the Tank Engine, how he's British. Is he British?
Yes, but I was also saying that being English, I can get away with a lot. Because just last week I said, oh, fuck. And then I went, sorry, and she went, the lady said, honey, when you curse, you sound like Shakespeare.
Well, it is beautiful. There are many British accents for Americans that don't know. And, Caroline, you have a very classy, beautiful accent. You don't sound like one of those, I don't know what.
What, low-class commoners?
Right.
That was because I'm not, you see.
Ah! That's why. You sound so good.
What's a commoner?
There's
British accents that are more like trashy.
Cockney that speak like this,
Yes.
They speak like this, governor.
Is that, are most of them from Birmingham?
No. Now that's a different accent altogether. But you've got the London,
the West
There's
Side,
the Queen's
West End,
English.
the West End.
East End of
East
London
End.
is Cockney, and then you've got your upper class, that speak like me, of course. I'll tell you something funny. My mother was ill like this, and my father was a fucking Cockney. And as a child, I used to say something, and she'd say, "What are you saying?" And I go, "But Daddy says that. Never listen to your father."
Wow.
Yes.
But it sounds so cute. Daddy and Mummy. It's not Mommy, it's Mummy. It's so cute.
Well, I can tell you something because this is a very early memory. I was very young and I was with my mother in the car and someone pulled up in front of her and she said, "Oh, damn." And little me, and this is a long time ago when no one swore, I said, "Mummy, why don't you say cunt the way Daddy does?"
Oh!
And she nearly had an accident right there.
No, but that is a common swear word in England.
No, but not back then.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying but it's not common here. I'm not saying it's
a
not a
horrible
bad word. It's a horrible word.
But I didn't know. I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Daddy said it all the time.
No, our baby is 18 months now, our older baby, and was just learning how to speak. And we said, what was it? Oh, I said something bitch, and she goes bitch. And me and GT just looked at each other silent. We didn't know what to do. I'm like, oh no, she's learning how to repeat us. Like,
gotta be careful now.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll come out and say, "Mummy said."
I mean, you know GT's comedy. He whatever you hear on stage, he's practicing at home
in front of the kids.
Oh yeah, and they're infants, so they don't know what's going on. But soon she's going to be repeating all of these horrible jokes about blowjobs and 95-year-old ladies.
And just so you know, when the parents say, "Oh, the kids don't understand," you can say it in front of them. Don't ever take that for granted because they can understand. I used to understand a lot more than they thought I did.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm sure. And GT's pretty open and loud about practicing his jokes at home. GT, we're just mentioning how you practice all your jokes at home in front of the 18-month-old baby, and she's going to start repeating your 95-year-old lady bit anytime soon.
Oh yeah, sometimes I just like, she's learning to talk now, and I'm afraid she's going to learn the things I say, and I'm a pretty raunchy comedian, and she's listening to all the nasty things I talk about.
Yes, so you're going to have to watch, as we say, watch your P's and Q's.
Yeah. It's basically, if I don't know if you know this bit that GT does about a 95-year-old lady sucking his dick, but basically every single thing I say about breastfeeding is what that bit is made of. Like, I'm like, "Oh, she's sucking it so hard." And he's like, "I got to write this down. She's sucking it so hard." No. Like, everything I say about breastfeeding, he makes a 95-year-old lady say about sucking his dick. So that's the whole bit. Is basically
I'm happy to hear you're still breastfeeding.
Oh, I can't get this baby to stop.
Do you know when I stopped?
No.
4.5 years.
You were 4.5 years old?
She'd be standing.
Oh, your baby?
Yes, my daughter.
Because she wouldn't stop, or you didn't want her to stop?
I didn't. I just wanted her to stop when she wanted. And when she was 4.5, one day she said to me, "Mummy, they're broken. Can you fix them?"
Oh, they finally just brought up on their own. They're like, "This kid." No, but there's a biofeedback. Like, your nipples actually know when your child is sick and produce more immuno whatever. So, yeah, maybe your nipples were like, "This is like an old age kid sucking on me."
She said, "They're broken. Can you fix them?" And I said, "No." She said, "You can put orange juice or water in there." And I said, "I can't." And then she never fed again.
Wow. Well, I mean, 4.5. That's quite old.
I mean, they're eating food. She remembers it. She's 23 now, and she remembers it.
Wow. What do you think, GT? I'm going to be breastfeeding till I'm 4.5, till the baby's 4.5.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. That baby wants to steal milk from the little infant.
Yes.
And they're fighting over milk. She's not fighting. She's just like she's sucking it up.
So you're feeding both.
Yes.
You have to let the baby first.
Looks like
I tried to, but the older baby is like very aggressive and cries and she won't take no for an answer.
And then you've got GT also trying to get.
He doesn't even try anymore.
Oh well.
He gave up.
You've given up.
I tried. I was sucking on the tit one time, and then the biggest one goes, "Hey!"
That's
from now on, she pushes me away. She thinks I'm part of that group.
He tries to join in the bed sometimes by laying on the bed. He gets kicked out by the babies.
Oh dear. But it's a good contraceptive, you see.
Oh yeah.
He gets kicked out. That's why you won't get knocked up so quick. Are you planning another?
No, I have 2 arms and 2 tits, so right now I'm up to my max.
Yeah, but it's a lovely time, and it passes. Believe me, I've got grown-up ones, and it's a lot easier when they're older. But you miss those when they're so innocent and cute.
You can't cuddle them when they're old.
Well, you can, but it's not quite the same, is it? I've got a son of 36. And I go, "Come here for a cuddle," and he's sort of like wooden. "Right, Mum." And now he's got a kid of his own.
Oh, well, see, there you get the grandchildren.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier with grandkids. But I say, he now says to me, "I understand, Mum."
Oh, yeah. I'm starting to understand my parents.
Exactly.
And I'm starting to... People that... Everybody's bitter and resentful toward their parents. I say, if your mom even raised you to the age of 3 months old, that's a lot of work she already put in. Just being pregnant and raising you as a newborn. That's enough.
All right. Caroline Langford, give me your social media.
Gigi wants to wrap this up.
I had a blank look.
Gigi's like, this is enough. 7 minutes. We're on to the next comic.
And at Caroline Langford Comedy.
All right. It's always fun having you on the show and great talking to you, Caroline.
Same here.
All right, Caroline. Thanks for always
On
coming
to the
through.
next comic. What did we do? We spoke too long about breastfeeding comic.
I guess. All righty.
Attention all drinkers. Attention all drinkers. Do you like a smooth tasting vodka that goes down with no burn? How about Global Vodka, straight from Italy? Check it out. You can find it at global-vodka.com. Not only does it have a smooth, great taste, it also is gluten-free and organic for you health nuts. So try Global Vodka. You can find it at global-vodka.com, or next time you're in LA, check it out at Universal Bar and Grill.
So you like breastfeeding come to the stage? Goddamn right. We actually got somebody that's from across the pond. Mr. Chips, Cheerio, and all that kind of shit. So you better show some good love for the lady coming to the stage. She's the CL Smooth, Miss Caroline Langford.
Because I don't think anybody here can understand how I feel. Let me have a look. No, definitely there's no one here who can understand how hard it is for me getting older and I'm only good looking. It's not easy, but I will say I'm happy with this martini. This is very good. I'll tell you something, when you get older, everything goes. My eyes are starting to go. I had to buy one of those magnifying mirrors. You know what I'm talking about? The magnifying mirrors? Now every time I put my makeup on, I've got to ring the suicide hotline. Now it's not easy. You see, because when I was young, I'd walk along the street, the men, they were like dogs after me. I mean, they were lusting. Everywhere I went, there was lust. Nowadays, I've got to work for the lust. I've got to go every single day to the old age home for it. So, I started off with Mr. Cohen. I did a pole dance on TV. He was loving it. I mean, there was a lot of lust there, a lot of lust. May he rest in peace. So I went into Mr. Goldstein's room. I gave him a lap dance, and he was loving it. And now he's getting his hip replaced. But there was one man who couldn't stop staring. I mean, he couldn't take his eyes off him. And I'm thinking, Caroline, you've still got it. Then they closed the casket. When I was young, I was photographed in all the magazines. Oh, yes. But recently I was photographed for figure in a very important magazine, Osteoporosis Magazine. Actually, when the doctor told me I've got osteoporosis, I said, well, that's the best news. You see, I've never been able to touch my toes, but now it's going to happen naturally over the years, you see. I get young girls coming up to me and they say, "Ooh, if I look half as good as you when I get to your age, I'll be happy." And I'm like, "But you don't look half as good as me now." You have people that are givers and people who are takers. What would you say you are, madam? I knew that immediately. And what about you, love? I tell you what, a selfish lot we've got here. I happen to be a giver. It's in my nature to give. I've lost cancer of hands and then I've given herpes. I tell you what, when you get to this age, I mean, they tell you don't live in the past, but I can't help but think back to the good old days. I mean, the best time in my life was when my son was on drugs. Oh, it was great times. I mean, the boy was so stoned, he didn't know what a horrible mother I am. Also, I didn't have to go out to school. He brought the stuff home. It was very convenient. Now, he's all grown up. Oh, yes, and sober. Actually, he called me up and said, Mum, you're going to be a grandma. And I was, I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. Grandma. But then my friend said, don't worry. You'll see the little angel and you'll get the grandmother feelings. Yes. Yeah, well, so you know, because off I went and I'm looking down at the little angel. And oh my God, that's the ugliest baby I've ever seen. How could that come from the loins of my loins? And to top it off, he's got a horrible personality. I mean, with those looks, you should at least be nice. My daughter-in-law thought she doesn't believe in the word no. Well, that's how she got pregnant in the first place, isn't it? You know, with daughter-in-laws, you have to be so careful because every word you say, they take as criticism. And it's the right. Anyway, I just want to leave you just to let you know that, you know, at this age, there's not much sex. So you kind of grab whatever you can get. And that's why I do a weekly colonoscopy. 10:15. I better rush and have a welcome before long. Thank you, I'm Caroline Langford.
Great job. Another round of applause for Caroline Langford. That's right. The coffee mom from across the pond. Going sweet.
Hey guys, you need flooring because your floors got messed up during the last party. You need flooring because your dog urinated all over the place and it's all brown and stained and it's buckling and it's warping because of your dog. You were out doing comedy. No one was home. Well, log on to selectflooring.biz. Selectflooring.biz. B-I-Z. And hit them up. Call them up. Say, hey, what your situation is.
Hey, Dive Bar Comedy listeners. I am Wild Joe. I'm here on the scene at the Liquid Zoo with my man GT.
Hey, what's going on, Wild Joe? We're here with
A fun guy, Dustin Lester, who I missed last time.
People apparently have already forgotten me because my own host couldn't remember my name.
I love your accent.
Yes, Tennessee.
It wasn't that I couldn't remember your name. It's just that I think I said, what's going on to my wife?
Ah, okay. I got you.
Very confusing.
Very confusing. But, yes, very good to be here. Thanks to GT giving me a second chance.
You guys want to start all over?
No, we're not starting over.
No, it's cool. It's comedy of errors, so let's keep it going. But yes.
Dustin, I missed your interview. I wasn't here, but I did listen to it because I am actually the one that does the editing on the podcast.
Okay, well, yes, I did the interview. It was about a month ago, and it was the first time I had been around comedy in a long time because, I was banned from a lot of different places, and a lot of places I, couldn't even really show up to because, I'd get blackballed by all the comics. So,
how's your comeback going?
Well, it's going a lot better now thanks to GT. It kind of helped build my confidence up. Had a somewhat decent show last time here, and I've been hitting up open mics. Have a show at the Ice House, a book performance in September, so I'm excited about that. First club I've been able to work in quite some time, so I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. Well, you're wearing a wife beater. That's like an interesting style choice. You look like you're ready for a fight club.
Well, I wouldn't get in a fight. I'd probably get my ass beat. I can talk a lot of shit, but I can't really back it up that good. So won't be doing any fights tonight. But I was going to say, though, that, this shirt just helps keep me loose, I like to be not in a lot of clothing, not like naked, but it just helps me because I move around a lot in my stuff. So when I have like a lot of clothes on it, like, I don't know, it makes me feel more tight. I just like to jump around and stuff. So
I feel the same way. I like to be nude on stage as well, but they don't allow that in comedy.
Yeah, my wife, who's in there, doesn't even hardly allow that. So we've been married almost 3 years.
You guys look both too young to be married.
Well, I got married when I was 20. She was 26. Now she's 30. I'm almost 25.
You're kidding. She's your elder.
She is I've always liked them older. In fact, the one before her was 54. So...
Well, it's a beautiful couple. If people that cannot see this, that are just listening, a good-looking guy and a beautiful, beautiful wife.
Yes, I wouldn't trade her for anything in the world. I love her to death. She helped, she helps monitor my stuff, helps keep everything in line, keep me in line. I was fucked up before her. That's when I got in trouble for all that comedy stuff,
So what's been going on since you started back again? Have you been doing open mics? You've been getting any shows?
Well, I've been doing open mics, been doing auditions at the Ice House. Still can't go to Flappers. I been auditioning for TV and movies and stuff. My co-star just re-aired a few days ago, and my folks in Tennessee got to see that, so that was pretty cool.
So you're banned from Flappers?
Yeah, I can't ever go there again.
So in comedy, there's a lot of turnover.
Get banned from Flappers?
Pretty much as soon as all that stuff happened.
But people, it's the same people there. Every time you go, it's the same people that were already banned you years ago?
Yeah, it's, I don't want to name drop, but same owner, and I tried to, hit her up, and, it's business. So, if she doesn't want me to, I don't have any hard feelings, against her. It's business, and, I don't want to keep that from her. Especially since I'm up and coming, I'm not a big household name.
Oh, a guy just walked by with two babies, a small baby and a big baby. Reminds me of two things. It reminds me of myself right now because I have two babies, and also reminds me of my dirty joke about a baby arm. So this guy says, how big is your dick? He goes, big as a baby's arm. I go, how old is the baby?
Interesting.
So they have different sizes. If it's a 2-month-old baby, it's a lot different from like a 2-year-old baby.
Okay.
Anyway, that just walked by us. That was just a distraction.
Yeah, it was. I used to be that guy, though. I was homeless for a long time.
You think he's homeless? He had a stroller. I think he's just a good dad.
That's possible. I wasn't really paying attention.
Aww.
I just saw a dude walking by. So.
Anyway, GT, are you excited for the show?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, where can people find you online, people that want to follow you?
Facebook. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now.
All right. Dustin Lester, look forward to hearing your show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So you guys ready for the next comedian come to the stage? You guys did it right. Don't forget it's the BC Comedy Jam. Global Rock is our sponsor. Always support your bartender and have a good time. Next gentleman coming to the stage. I like his name. He got the initials DL, like EDL Huey, but I think he might be the white version. I'm not sure. He also has my middle name because my name is Carl Lester Anthony Jr., so I like this dude in a whole lot of ways. If I get too drunk, I might do something wrong to him. We'll check it out later. Alright? So are you ready for this motherfucker? You got to rock you up. It's something wrong with his DL. Man, coming to the stage right now. Mr. Dustin motherfucking Lester! really know what the fuck I am. Liquid Zoo? I don't really know what that is, but anyway, I'm really excited. I'm going to do something a little different for you guys. I'm going to do some celebrity impersonation. You guys want to do that? All right, cool. So I'm going to make this first one short and sweet. It's Kevin Hart. Have you guys ever realized how big of a Jesus freak Kevin Hart is? Right? He always latches onto the same phrase over and over again. Here's why. Tell you why. I put my hand on the Bible. Swear to God. Speaking of God, though, I told you it was going to be short and sweet, but speaking of God, though, do you guys like some Morgan Freeman? Yeah. I love some Morgan Freeman. There's just something about that man's voice that is just so cool. I mean, his voice is the voice of, like, everything. It's so smooth. I even imagine, like, him in the bedroom, right? It's so, like, smooth, right? I just imagine him in there, like, yes. To slap that.
He owes me $2. Alright, keep the change. Thank you.
It's a few more hops now, and you will rip. Why they call me. I 3, 2, 1. I'm glad you guys like that. I'll tell you though who could really use some God besides you guys is Seth Rogen, right? Seth Rogen, I feel like could really use a little bit of God in his life, right? Because he's kind of like the Nicolas Cage of comedic actors, right? He'll jump from like 1 to 10 like that. I'll give you guys a scenario, right? Let's say for whatever reason Owen Wilson was smoking some of his weed. This is how it would go down. Hey, Owen, it's Seth Rogen here. I was wondering how my weed or something. Oh man, sorry, they can't do something. Take away the fraction of the nose. I fucking murder you! And Owen Wilson's so stoned, he doesn't give a fuck, right? He's just like, wow. You guys are an awesome crowd. Alright. Shit. Okay. Yeah, so we're talking about that, talking about drugs. Speaking of drugs, though, you guys like Robin Williams? Yeah. Cool. The thing is about Robin Williams, the thing that I never got about Robin Williams was the fact that everyone always defended him, right? Saying that he hasn't been on drugs in over 30 years. Robin Williams hasn't done drugs in over 30 years. Really? And how come in every single interview he would always go, oh, he's playing no money, here, go here, go to the left, maybe I want to go to the right. Maybe I can that's right here. That's D-R-U-G-D-S. Okay, go here, go there. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Yeah.
Who loves us?
How about Eddie Murphy? Eddie Murphy? Yeah, Eddie Murphy's one of my heroes, right? Well, one thing that's always been very weird to me about Eddie Murphy is the fact that he always tries to like be overly manly, but yet, and like all of his interviews and like pretty much every single one of his movies that he does, it's like Eddie Murphy is one of the most manly men I have ever seen. And if you don't believe it, I'm just saying, no, yeah, I like that. It's a fine ass right here. Yeah. You guys stand on my ass. I know you guys. I know you guys stand on my ass. You know who would be a great person to get? Who would be a great person for him to get in a fight with? Chris Tucker, right? Chris Tucker would be awesome to get in a fight with. He'd just be like, "Hey man, what you doing? Hey man, come on, man. Damn, what the fuck you doing, man? Better have a script for rush hour 4, man. Come on, man. Damn, what you doing? Hey, man, I ain't got no motherfucking script for rush hour 4. Shut the hell up. You guys are awesome. Okay, guys, last one, and I'm going to get the hell out of here. I know you guys are ready for me to get off. So, last one I'm going to do is, this is Donald Trump Matt Damon working for Donald Trump, and I only do Donald Trump gay. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, guys, only 336 miles left to go to the wall. Okay, what is that you're doing over there? Is that Matt? Matt, is that you? Well, I have to tell you something, okay? Matt, is that a tie wearing? Well, guess what, everybody? This is a $2 million tie. There's a $2 tie. You know why you're wearing a $2 tie? Because you're a loser. That's what, because you are a loser. Now, Matt, I am going to fire you, okay? Because you are a loser. Now, if you want to have a response, you better keep it appropriate, because I'm the President of the United States, but be sure to keep it appropriate. Now, Matt, what do you have to say to me being the President of the United States and me saying? Fuck yo. That's it. That's right. Another round of applause for the Dustin Lester.
Right. I like that Trump attitude. Trump is a monster. You ever pay attention to him? He don't talk like a rich white dude. He's like, yo, you freaking guys. You better not freaking do what you fucking said. Like, Trump is a straight motherfucking monster. No bullshit. No bullshit. That's why he let him do whatever he wants. He will fucking die. If you didn't see it. Now, by the way, my jokes are not funny. They're just meant to make you think.
That's our show, guys. Thanks for listening.
Subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. We're on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Google Play, and divebarcomedy.com.